you know what, bro? I want a girl that's a 10. But you know what? I'm going to eat cheese doodles every day, play video games, cough, and not shower. Do you guys think I'm going to get that bad? No! Oh, wait! You go King? Yep. You go King? She's out there. 1%. Bro. She's out there. She's out there. Would y'all say I'm stupid and delusional?
Mad delusional.
I think we live in a crazy system of dating. There's women that believe that they can give as little as possible, as minimal as possible, and men are expected to fund their entire life. Pay bill, rent, car payments. It's a system where women can take and take and take, but when asked to give, men are met with a lot of hesitation or downright refusal. Relationships, marriages are give and take on both sides. And if you are looking to be financially dependent upon a man, that he has to meet certain standards, financially, looks-wise, spiritually, personality-wise, maybe have a little bit of status, we cannot get mad at that man for having standards. You have standards. That man is allowed to decide. He's worked hard enough to decide what he wants in his life, what it looks like, what it sounds like. And shaming that is immature.
Women are slowly realizing their true nature, their parasitic nature. Hypergamy. Hypergamy is when a woman waits to see if she can change or find a high-value man who values her even more after she meets a compatible partner. She might also monkey brunch to a possibly more valuable man while she's with you if you got lucky. She is continually hearing from within that she can do better while with you, and she'll constantly be looking for a better man. You shouldn't be shocked because this describes her biological makeup. But does she always maintain a close eye on things for a more powerful guy than you 24/7? No, that is the answer. If you have a purpose, she respects you, thinks you have other choices, and shares your objectives, she will stick around. If you gradually start to slack off and prioritize her over your personal objectives in life, you shouldn't be surprised if she betrays you or leaves you. She admires your character and desires a relationship with you. She doesn't want to be the focus of your existence. The error that most men make, and one that I also learned the hard way, is that as you get to know her better and spend more time with her, you start to fray and become more flimsy. The worst thing a guy can do is to be friendly to women. The best bit of advice I ever got came from an older player who said that women have been socialized to think of men as strong, emotionless creatures. Being emotionless in front of women is crucial, so one must keep emotional stoicism and strength. Your father died, you were fired, or you experienced a tragedy. No one gives a fuck. If you want to open up, go sob to your closest male friend. However, never do it in front of a woman. I experienced harsh lessons. Only you have the power to transform your existence. Good friends can provide helpful guidance. You are the only one who can force yourself to do anything. A woman genuinely fears that if you confide in her, she won't value you as much. Your issues cannot be resolved by a woman, and if you think she would value you more if you were honest with her, you'll make her drier than the Sahara Desert and make her want to flee from you. That is the easiest way for you to get dumped. Returning to the subject of hypergamy, most women only have short-term relationships. If you think about getting married to any of them, there isn't a greater fool than you. Even though she was abused by several bad guys during her prime, you still want her. You will never be able to win over most women because they ultimately become emotionally scarred feminists who hate men. Why? Her expectations have risen now that she has experienced everything. A girl will only select a bad guy if she feels hot just thinking about him. Once she's had her due share of fun, she'll charge those bad boys of being toxic. It's a common misconception that women are respectable and that once they get married, they will be submissive to their spouses until the day they pass away. However, females are some of the best players out there, preying on the better men, having had their fair share of fun in college. Beta men who put their heads down and labored long and hard for a decent salary for 12 years in school think it would make women want to date them. These better males are still unaware that she wants them for their money and to serve as her retirement plan. Finally, they become married. But she didn't marry the bad boy because he either didn't stay around, he wasn't wealthy, or she was afraid of what people would think of her if he was with her. She secretly hoped she could have it all, and that her husband would be as unpredictable as her ex. As a result, she marries the unimpressive nice man, who will pay for all of her expenses, but with whom she will never truly fall in love. Now, many women feel that they deserve to be around the top 1% of males because of their beauty. The simps in this zone admire them greatly. Many women think they earn a high-value man because of social media validation and other factors like their physical attractiveness. However, many of these women are actually lacking in femininity, morality, and sincere respect for men. The only positive quality they possess is physical attractiveness. Nothing more, really. It all comes down to two things: the drama and emotional roller coaster that alpha males provide, and the money and focus that beta males provide. If a man gives a woman nothing of worth, she will hate him. Except for the top 1% of men, she doesn't like most men because they don't enrich her life in any way. The truth is that a guy with more wealth, status, and good looks will always be available. No matter how much you develop yourself, a superior man will always exist. However, this does not imply that you should cease improving yourself. The day you give up on self-improvement is the day you die. If she remains with you right now, she will have the best choice. When a higher value guy approaches her, or you start to lose shape, she will be gone. One thing that all men need to remember is that hypergamy doesn't give a damn about your friends or what you did for her. She will abandon you once she mates with the highest value man she can find because it is in her biological makeup to do so. At this point, the brutal red pill truth enters the picture, and regardless of how horrifying it is to you, you must accept the awful truth. No matter how long you have known her, you must acknowledge that her genetics predisposes her to hypergamy. Be strong and mentally resolute. Never show vulnerability to a woman, keep your eyes on the prize, and don't put her first. If you do everything right and she still leaves you or cheats on you, then you have to be stoic and understand that she is never truly yours.